Welcome back to Business on City News 570, powered by Cowan Insurance. As God would have it, we are joined by Lindsay Reid. She is a pension and retirement consultant with the aforementioned Cowan Insurance Group. Welcome to the show, Lindsay. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's so nice to meet you both.
Well, I know it's nice to meet me. Greg, not so much, but he's the smart one when it comes to insurance, Greg. One of the things that we know is important to us as employers is group retirement programs can be one of those things that is really important for recruiting and retaining talent, and something that we hear about all the time from our members.
Well, and Lindsay, maybe you should correct Ian just a tiny little bit. Yes, it's important to employers, and you're going to tell us why it should be important to employers, but it's really important to employees because employees need to have security in their retirement. When you start getting a little bit older, like Ian and I, you start thinking about that. Oh my goodness, what have I set aside, or what is out there for me when my work life is finished? So tell us how a group retirement program can help business owners and organizations with attraction and retention, because right now, attraction and retention is one of the biggest problems that business faces.
Yes, absolutely. I think attraction and retention is something that resonates with a lot of business owners and HR professionals at many times. But like you said, Greg, coming out of the pandemic, we're finding a lot of organizations are experiencing hiring challenges, facing high employee turnover, and there can, of course, be a lot of reasons for this, but I think it's easy for employers to want to find quick fixes like salary increases or bonuses rather than getting to that real root cause of the issue. And I think the key is to reward employees with benefits that they actually want. A recent study done by HOOP, which is the Healthcare of Ontario Pension Plan, discovered that 75% of Canadians are concerned about having enough money in retirement, and 71% are actually willing to forego a higher salary for a better retirement plan, which is pretty crazy. So it's clear that a strong group retirement program is highly valued, and if there isn't one being offered in the workplace, there's a high probability that that individual will try to find a company that does offer one.
One of the other things, Lindsay, that is concerning of some businesses is saying, well, especially when you've got a workforce that's maybe, working remotely, then it becomes a problem of productivity. How do you measure the productivity? How do you ensure you're getting productivity out of your employees? A group retirement program can also boost productivity. Tell us how that happens.
Yeah, there's definitely a correlation there. So many employers over the last few years have adopted wellness programs specifically focused around physical and mental wellness, which is excellent. But more recently, financial wellness has sort of become that third pillar of overall wellness. And I think for really good reason. A Benefits Canada survey found that improving employees' financial well-being could actually have a ripple effect in driving four things: increased worker productivity, job satisfaction, engagement at work, as well as the ability to focus by up to 57%. And I think probably the number one way an employer can help support financial wellness and well-being is through offering a group retirement program. Not only are you setting up your employees for success in their retirement, but you're showing them that you really do care about their financial future. And in return, you're getting a more engaged, productive, and satisfied employee.
I'm like you.
Go ahead, Ian. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I'm like you. I think over the years, it's become more obvious that employees in this new age are more interested in a better mix of employee, both salary and benefits, where before it was really driven by the salary. But I think the importance of these types of benefits has become even more important with each passing day with employees in the marketplace. So I wanted to kind of get to how easy is it for a business, because many of our businesses in the chamber are those smallest businesses, right, who may have 5, 10, 12 employees, a small business. How do they readily available and easy is it for a business to add a group retirement plan to their overall compensation package? Because of course they've got to keep all of their costs in one total. But this having a retirement plan is got to be part of that mix. How easy is it for them to get that set up?
Yeah, so many employers are actually really surprised with just how easy and cost effective it is to set up a retirement program for their employees. At Cowan, we would work with the organization and factor in things like employee demographic, sector-specific benchmarking, budget, and decide on a plan design and select a carrier or provider that best suits that organization. The plans are really easy to implement, easy to administer and manage, and we help with that sort of every step of the way. And the nice thing is that the ongoing cost of the plan is equal to the employer contributions being made to the employee's accounts. There are no additional fees associated whatsoever. So, there's always options. If you find that you have some extra money in the budget for a salary increase, you could even think about cutting the salary increase in half and adopting a group retirement plan with the other half, which would give your employees, the best of both worlds.
Listen, as employers are thinking about ways in which to retain employees and create a more pleasing workplace, I think this is a really good option for them to consider.
All right, we're gonna leave it there. Thanks so much for joining us today. We've been joined by Lindsay Reid, pension and retirement consultant at Cowan Insurance Group.